right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rise Vermont's Rise in Taekwondo. We're going to give everybody just a few minutes to go ahead and kind of log in here, see how many we have. We had about 24 people, I think, last week who jumped on, and it was an excellent first class. So we'll wait just a minute before I go ahead and start talking, just so people don't miss the introduction and some of the things that we're going to be doing here today. So, again, Rise Vermont, Rise in Taekwondo. Well, when you guys sign in here and log on, please say hi. Throw a comment up on the board. Hopefully I'll see that while we're doing classes here today. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask those. If I don't see them live, we can go back and I'll take a look at the comments and try to address everybody's questions that they might have. Come on in. I see a couple people logging in right now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with our introductions. First of all, thank you for joining us officially. This is our second week. We did our first introductory class last week. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. And for those of you who may be logging on for the first time, my name is Master Leonard Jordan from Jordan's Black Belt Academy here in Burlington and in Jericho, Vermont. And I'm honored to be able to work with Rise Vermont on our introductory Taekwondo program. Spread the word, tell your friends. You can log on here every Wednesday and Thursday, either or, at 3:30 p.m. Now, for those of you who are joining us today, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to review some things that we did from the previous class. Now, our format every single week is just that. We'll give you something new. We'll review some of the things from the previous week just to make sure you guys are all understanding and on the same page. We want to try to clear up any confusion we may have had from the previous week's class as well too. Okay, with martial arts, no matter what style of martial arts you're doing, be it Taekwondo, be it any of the Japanese arts like karate, or be it the Chinese arts like Kung Fu and all the different variations in between, you want to make sure your body is fit as it can be. You want to be flexible, so you stretch a lot. It's very dynamic at times, and it's a great way to keep yourself motivated and energized. So what we'll do is, right now, we're going to go ahead and review some of the basic commands that we spoke about last week. That way, you're familiar if I say certain things. Now, some of the words that we use in Taekwondo are Korean, and we have a bunch of different protocols that we follow. For example, when we come to an attention stance to address or bow to our partners or instructors, we come into our attention stance just like this. And the Korean word for that is chariot. So go ahead and try to say chariot. So we bring our left leg in, we bring our hands up, and we come straight down. There's our attention stance. And then we bow as a form of respect or as a greeting. And the word we use for that, once again, is kyungnae. So kyungnae, that is how we address and we bow, say thank you. It's just a good formal thing that we do in the martial arts. And then we have to do our ready position. And our ready position, our feet are parallel. I'll move back so you can see the feet just a little bit. Shoulder width is what we're looking at. Okay, shoulder width. Take your hands and you bring it right below your chin. And we have our feet shoulder width. We go into what's called a ready position. And the Korean word for that is chumbi. Chumbi. Hands here, straight down in front of our belt area. That is our ready position. We do that at the beginning of the class. That's how we know we're all lined up, ready to rock. Okay, so we actually spoke about, in the martial arts, you hear people going, ah, it's called a ki up. Ki or chi, meaning your energy. We take it, we bottle it up, and we go outward with it. That's why we go, when we throw a technique, all right? People yell differently, some louder than others. Some are a little bit more quiet, okay? But it's meant to show energy. So you don't want to go, hiya. Just take your hands, move them forward, back. Forward, back. Okay? And you can do alternate just like this if you like. All right, let's go ahead and do sideways just like this. When we go sideways, it actually kind of warms up our chest and our shoulder area and our back area. And we can go circles backwards just like this, if you would, please. And let's go the other direction. Let's circle forwards. Now, we're just going to be brief about our calisthenics just so we can guys get you moving. But you want to do those for a good 30 seconds each. So whenever you're exercising, getting ready to do this, spend some time on each one, all right? Next thing I'm going to have you do is put your hands on your hips, and we're going to circle one direction and then back to the other. We'll do this for a little bit. You want to try to do this for about 30 seconds as well. I'm not sure the level of fitness and the level of flexibility that you have while you're watching this right now, but some people are more flexible than others. Some can run faster, some can jump higher, some are just stronger, some are a little bit more quiet, okay? But the idea is that anybody can do this, okay? So we're circling one direction and then back to the other. About 10 more seconds, and we're going to go ahead and do this. This is going to help us have the ability to pick our legs up and throw some cool kicks. We're working our way down the body. Okay, good, excellent. Next thing I'm going to have you do is you're going to put your hands in front of you just like this. Our feet are going to be shoulder width. We spoke about our railroad tracks. Imagine you have railroad tracks that are as on the ground as wide as you are. We're going to have 1 foot on each track, okay? So from here, this position here, hands are here. You're actually going to twist and you're going to rotate on the back ball of the foot. And you're going to turn your body around as far as you can go. Turn your body around as far as you can go. And don't do it fast. The idea, I don't want you getting dizzy. The idea is we're just working right now on warming up our lower torso area. Hands are up. Make sure you pivot. That way you're really not wrenching on your lower back. Pivot. That gives you the ability to come around even more. Excellent. Okay. So what we're going to have you guys do now, hopefully you've done proper squats. We're going to warm our legs up just a little bit. Proper squats. So I want to have your feet 2 shoulder width. So here's 1. That's about 2 right there. Okay. 2 shoulder width. And you're going to keep your body upright as much as you can. And think about sitting down on a chair. You don't want to hunch your body forward. You want to keep it straight upright, squat down low, and come right up. Do not let your knees dip in. You want to keep them forced outward. Down, and then back up. Let's do squats for 30 seconds. Keep your hands right here in front of you. Okay, this is important to be able to get some blood flow in our legs. That way, when it comes time to stretch and throw some dynamic kicks, you'll be able to, be ready for that. All right, keep it working. Remember, like you're going to sit down on a chair. Don't swing your body forward. We're not asking you to bow. We're asking you to squat. And if your legs are, my pants are a little snug there, so let's do that. Excellent. Let's do 5 more seconds. Keep your body upright. Excellent job. And finish. Okay, now, if you did those correctly, you should feel the tension in your quads. Short for quadriceps. Right here in front of your leg. What's the muscles in the back of our leg called? You guys know? Hamstrings. These are our hamstrings. These are our quads. These are our calf muscles down here. We use them a lot. Oh boy, are our hamstrings ever important as well too. All right, so we did some squats. What I'm going to have you guys do, feet together, hands down. You're going to do some jumping jacks. I say do 30 seconds. From here all the way up too. Okay, we're not talking here like this. All right, you're not a T-Rex. You don't have arms this short, okay? I want your arms to come all the way up. So just do some jumping jacks for 30 seconds. You don't have to go super fast. Right now, just trying to get our body moving. All the way up with those arms. Let's do 5 more seconds. How's that? Make sure you're doing these right in place. Good, and stop. Okay? All right, so there's more calisthenics that we can do. Push-ups, crunches, all kinds of variations. And the idea behind them, stretching your muscles, getting your heart moving, and that'll help get the blood flowing, and that'll make you feel better and feel energized as well too. All right, so foundation of our stances. We did walking stance last time, parallel stance, sitting stance. We'll go over an L stance here today as well. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about our sitting stance. We just did that in our squats. 2 shoulder width, bend your knees. There you go, body upright. So what we're going to have you do right now in a good, solid sitting stance, some schools call this a horse stance or a horse riding stance because it feels like you're on top of a horse. I've never ridden a horse personally, but they say it's kind of like this. Okay, so what I want you to do right now is in your sitting stance, put one hand up in front and a punch. Take your other hand, put it right here in your hip. Okay, so what I'm going to do when I say go, you're going to switch your hands and a nice strong punch. But make sure, don't hunch your body. Keep it nice and still and just switch your hands. And you want to be relaxed so you can go fast. You don't want to go as hard as you can. You want to be relaxed, punch fast. Relax, punch fast. Okay, so ready? We're going to do 10. Ready? And 1. Oh, punch faster than me. 2. Oh, come on, keep up. 3. Are you going faster than me? 4. And 5. 6. 7. Faster. 8. Oh, 9. And 10. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is stand up. You should feel that in your quads a little bit. Go ahead and keep your balance. Now, balance is crucial in the martial arts. Get your balance and grab one leg and pull straight back. You're stretching your quads. Get your balance, pull. If you need to hold on to something, feel free to do that as well also. There you go. That's how we stretch our quads. There's other stretches we can go over too. Now I'm going to have you guys do a rapid fire drill. Fast as you can. You're going to be in your sitting stance. When I say go, you're going to punch as fast as you can, as many times you can, in 30 seconds. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a timer. And I want you guys to do this drill. It's a 2-part drill. First thing I want you to do is get to that stance. Put that hand out, hand right here. When I say go, I want you to rapid fire as fast as you can. However, I need you to count how many punches you do in that time frame. So it's up to you to count. I can't see you. I can't count them for you. Okay, but you can count. And there's a reason why I want you to count. Okay, we got our stopwatch. We're going to do 30 seconds. Remember, punching as fast as you can. But when you punch, it has to be all the way in and out. You can't do this. Okay, and you can't do this. Okay, we're not knocking on the door. I want you to punch full range as fast as you can. All right, count how many you do in 30 seconds. On your mark, get set, go. 30 seconds, all the way in, fast as you can. Punch, 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 punch. Keep working as fast as you can. Bring them all the way in. Fast, fast, fast. Harder, faster. You're halfway done. Keep counting. Keep counting. Fast as you can. Hard as you can. We got about 10 seconds left. Come on, dig down deep. Dig down deep. Dig down deep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. All right, very nicely done. Let's see. What I want you to think about now, while you catch your breath, because if you're punching as fast as you can, maybe you got a little winded on that one. I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe not. Maybe you're such a super ultra fit person, but it didn't do anything to you, right? Okay, so how many did you get in 30 seconds? Curious. Did anybody get 40, 50, 60? Anybody come close to 100? Feel free to type it in the comment section. I'd love to see how much somebody got. But you're gonna punch as fast as you could. What we're gonna do this time, we're just giving you a little bit of break because we're gonna go at round 2. Round 2, you have to punch more than the first round. I'm expecting to see a good increase there, okay? So we're gonna do 30 seconds. Again, punching as fast as we can. You gotta be really quick. Okay, 30 seconds. You take a deep breath. Get your stance, put your hand up, your hand is here, all the way in and out. Okay, are we ready? 30 seconds, count them, try to get more. Set, go. Fast as you can, go. Crank it as hard, as fast as you can. We're gonna double that number, triple that number. Well, if you can triple that number, that means you were going slow the first time, okay? Shouldn't be able to triple it. Come on, let's work. We're about halfway done. 15 seconds, as fast as you can. Punch it out hard, fast, fast, fast. Keep breathing, otherwise you're gonna get a cramp. One of the 5 points of power is called breath control. Let's go, dig, dig, dig. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Take a breath. Okay, how many of you got more this time than last? I'm hoping that all of you guys did, okay? Somebody, give me in the comments. I'd love to see how many somebody got. If you can't type because you're looking on a smartphone, that's okay. But I sure would love to see how fast you guys are compared to my normal students who do this stuff all the time. So there's a good exercise. When you throw those punches, it really works your shoulders, your chest, your arms, your back, your core, your legs. That's a pretty good all-over exercise if you think about that, all right? let's review our walking stance and the blocks we did last class, okay? Again, if you're new this week, again, welcome aboard, but we're going to review some of the things. We are going to add a couple blocks. So, walking stance. Everybody say walking stance, okay? Remember, long. Remember our railroad tracks, okay? Our front leg is out, knee is bent over that heel. Knee is bent over that heel. Back leg is nice and locked straight. There's our walking stance. We'll turn sideways so you can see. There is our walking stance just like that, okay? So, in our walking stance, your front arm, that hand, make a nice fist. Bring it up to your opposite ear and come down here. For our low block, comes up and then comes down. Other hand will be on your hip. So it comes up and we block just like that, nice and strong. Something's coming at you and you block it away, okay? Or you could do this. But the idea is that you're trying to block just in case you don't move out of the way. The best way to not get hit by something is to get out of the way. But we need to block just in case we don't get out of the way. So we're in that nice walking stance. All right, bring that hand up and this other hand is here. We're gonna block strong. We'll do 10 of them. We'll count in English first and then we'll count in Korean next. For the other side. All right, here we go. Ready? And 1. Block strong. Remember, speed promotes that power. Set up. 2. Good. Set up. 3. Good. Set up. 4. Ready? And 5. Up. 6. Ready? 7. Up. 8. And 9. One more and 10. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and switch sides. We're going to switch sides so you can do a block on each side. Tara Robinson Holt says, I'm kind of slow. When you're talking about your punches, is that what you're talking about? That's okay. The idea is that we have to start somewhere, right? There's always a jumping off point where you can improve from there. So the goal is try to improve every single time. Not just in Taekwondo, but pretty much everything we do in our lives if you think about that, all right? Okay, let's go back to our walking stance on the other side. We're going to do our block on this side. 10 of them. I'll count in Korean. When I count in Korean, repeat after me. Don't worry, nobody's watching you. It might sound funny, but it's okay. Give it a try. Okay, first one. I'll say it first, then we'll do it. Hana. Good. Set up. Dul. Ready? Set. Excellent. Set up. Net. Ready? Tasa. Excellent. Yasat. Ilgop. Yadur. Up. Ahop. Last one. Yol. Excellent. So there's 1 to 10 in Korean as well also, okay? All right, so we're going to review. We'll go back to our middle block. We're going to do our middle block this time. We did that last time, so give me that walking stance. Now, a middle block blocks in the middle area. Something is coming at you. And you block it away. Something's coming at you, you block it away. What are we using for muscles? Again, our shoulder, our back, our biceps. We're using a lot of muscles here from the ground up. So with lots of these, do it really strong and you'll feel a good workout in your upper body that maybe you're not quite used to. And if you do this and tomorrow like, man, I'm sore for some reason. Probably because of the blocks that you've been doing. Okay, so here we go. We are in our middle block. Hand is here. Make an X. See my X? We're going to make that X off to the front side of our body and then bring the hand forward for your middle block. Your middle block stops right here. It doesn't go way out here like this. It's right here in front of you, just past the center line. Ready? And 1. Good. X. 2. 3. Do it strong with me. 4. Really hard. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Beautiful job. Let's switch it up. We got to do a middle block on the other side. All right, ready? Here we go. And 1. We'll go faster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. So we did those last time. Let's go rising block. Some schools call it a high block because it blocks up high. We're going to go ahead and do a rising block. So give me that walking stance nice and strong. Remember our railroad tracks? I like to say my stance is long and strong. Okay? All right, so our rising block, high block above our head. Something's coming down and we protect our head just like this. And again, your roof at home has a pitch just like this. So stuff falls off. You want to make sure that that angle is there so things can fall off. If it's flat, stuff falls right on top of your head. So you got to make sure that have that angle. So here we are. We're going to be in our walking stance, okay? This is our finished product right here, but it starts inside our other arm. You bring it on the inside right here by your bicep. Here, up. So I want you to think about that when you do this block. Okay, ready, set up, and 1. Nice and strong. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and switch it up. You got to do it on the other side. Life's about balance. We want to be equal strong on each side. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Now, how many of you have one side stronger than the other and you feel good? You're a righty or you're a lefty, okay? We got some people on here right now. I don't know how many are actually watching, but how many of you are righties out there? Most people are right-handed. I am left-handed. Okay, so, yeah, we're the cool ones. No, we're all cool. Don't worry about that, all right? Okay, so we did our low, middle, and rising block. We are going to do now a new block that we didn't show you last week. This one is called a wedging block. Wedging, I-N-G at the end of it. Wedging block. So what happens is, if someone was to try to reach out and grab, or if someone was to push, you want to separate those arms, and then you pull apart just like that. This is what we call a wedging block. So it almost goes up and in like a wedge would, okay? My hands are crossed, and then we twist and flip. Twist and flip. That's all you need to do, just like that. So that's called a wedging block. We're gonna do 10 of those, and you can put either foot forward. It doesn't matter. You figure out which one you want to feel forward, okay? So we have our walking stance. Let's take our hands. Let's go ahead and cross. Now, when you do this wedging block, very important, you cannot have your arms flat. You're not gonna block anything if your hands are flat. If I'm coming at you like this, and you go like this, you're gonna completely whiff and be underneath them. You want to have your hands up in the middle of them and pull apart. That's why we bend this arm, so we have all this area right here to be able to block those hands coming at you. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do 10 of them. Ready? And 1. Block. Cross. 2. Cross. 3. Be fast. Ready? 4. Fast. Be as fast as you can on this one. 5. Nice. 6. 7. 8, way out here, no, right to here. 9, flat, no, bend here. 10, excellent job. So there's your wedging block, okay? Wedging block. So what we're gonna do is, there's your new one for today. Let's do one more. Let's do a knife hand block, okay? Knife hand. This is your knife hand, just like this. So like, as you can see, my thumb is tucked tight, my fingers are really tight, and this part right here, yeah, that's your knife hand, okay? So we're going to do a knife hand block. What I'm going to have you do is we're going to work on a new stance that we did not do last week, and it is an L stance. L stance. So I'll back up a little so you can see me. Remember how we were in our walking stance. What happens now is my back foot turns and points out to the side, and I bend my knees just like this. If I was to, I'll turn sideways so you can see a little bit here. If I was to draw a line from the back of my foot here and the back of this foot here, obviously it makes the letter L. That's why we call it an L stance. L stance, okay? So imagine those lines connecting together. All right, so we're in our L stance, just like this. Take your front hand, and I want you to put it straight out flat. I want you to bend your arm right to here. Yes, this is your knife hand block. Knife hand block. So go ahead and say knife hand block. Okay, we're going to cross our arms again and pull this here. As you can see, my palm is facing away. It's facing right at you right now, right? So you want to have that here. It starts with a palm facing me, okay, and it turns away. That little twist at the end helps deflect something. You don't want to just push at it. You want to deflect it away. All right, here's our L stance. We're going to do 10 of these. Ready? And 1. Cross. 2. Cross. 3. Nice. Cross. 4. Ready? 5. Oh, block fast and powerful. 6. Oh. Ready? Block faster than me. 7. Were you faster? Block. 8. I got you on that one. 9. Ready? 10. All right, excellent job. And you can do that on both sides, obviously, but, we'll spare you that time right now. Practice both sides. And you can go back, by the way, when we're done with this class, between now and the next time I see you, the beautiful thing is you can go back and watch these videos over and over again and really practice and pay attention. And if you have questions, you can obviously send me a message and I will get back to you with a proper answer. And I promise you that if I don't know to a question that you asked, I will ask my instructor. I'll get the answer for you, but I'm pretty sure I can handle it, okay? All right, so there's our hand techniques. Let's start working on the kicking part, which maybe or maybe not you've liked or we're waiting for. Maybe you don't like kicks. Maybe you like the hand techniques. Maybe you like kicking better. Kicking is a lot of fun. It really is. So we're going to start off with right now is just getting our legs warmed back up again. Standing upright. You have your hands here. All I want you to do is bring that knee up. Let's do that a few times just to get our hips moving again, okay? Bring that knee right up. Excellent. Right in front of you. Good. Easiest kick. First one we taught, instep kick. Say instep kick. The top of your foot is pointed way down, and you're going to come up under the target, just like that. So we're going to do 10 of those. So we'll have our foot back. We'll have our hands up. The leg that's in back, I want that one to be your kicking foot, and you're going to bring it right back. So be tall, because I'm so tall. I'm actually 5'8" on a good day. Okay, I'm not a very tall person. Okay, you can probably tell by the camera. Okay, here we go. Hands are here. Bring that back leg up. Ready? And we'll do 10 of them. 1, kick and back. 2, good. Keep your body and hands up. 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, 10. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Ready? 10 on this side. And 1, 2, 3. Hands are up. 4, body up. 5, this is the easiest kick there is to throw. 6, 7, 8, 9. Stay relaxed. Don't try to kick hard. 10. Excellent. So there's your instep kick. We did that last time. We're going to go ahead and do a stretching kick. Stretching kick. Now, how many of you are super duper flexible out there? Oh yeah? I wonder. Okay, a lot of my students are pretty flexible because they become more flexible as they do this, and you will too. If you add stretching into your everyday activities, give yourself 10, 15 minutes of stretching. Hey, in the morning and in the evening, we'll give you a quick anatomy lesson whether you want it or not, right? So if you're to look at the muscle fibers under a microscope, your muscle fibers in your legs are intertwined like this. And every single time you stretch, those fibers go, and they come back when you put your leg down. They stretch and they come back. And they get to a point where they go like this and they go, stop! I can't go any further. So you stop. You want to try to make that ow point a little further each time if you can. And that comes over time. You'll get that, I promise. Straight leg stretch. Do not bend. We're going to take our back leg and we're going to pick it locked dead straight right up in the air and back. We'll do 10 of those. Again, keep your body up. Don't hunch. If you hunch, you actually decrease your flexibility. Your body gets in the way. So keep your chin up. Keep your hands up. Be tall. Lift your legs straight. Some people can only come to here. Some can go way up here. You go where you feel comfortable without injuring your hamstring. We're working our hamstrings right now. Here we go. We'll do 10. Ready? And 1. Stretch. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one, 10. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and switch sides. You got to be good on both sides. You want to be flexible. Okay, here we go. By the way, stretching is not only just good for Taekwondo, it's good for your everyday activities. It's good for sports. It's good just for your overall conditioning of your body. Let's see, if you're watching this, how many of you watching this live in Vermont? Raise your hand. How many of you who are watching this that live in Vermont have ever slipped on the ice in the wintertime? Raise your hand. How many of you who have slipped on the ice were able to recover and not hurt yourself? Raise your hand. Because of two things. You found your balance point, but your muscles were relaxed enough where you could go like this and not actually hurt yourself. Now, if you've hurt yourself, full disclosure, I may have once or twice in my life, I don't know. But you want to work on that flexibility and balance. We're back to the other side. Hands are up. Straight leg. Do not bend. Ready? And 1. Stretch. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Beautiful job. Okay, we're going to go and we're going to do a front kick with the ball of the foot. Ball of the foot. Now, there's a difference between this and the instep kick. You need to be able to curl your toes back so you can see the bottom of my foot. See how my toes are curled back? That's what we want to do, is curl the toes and kick with the bottom of your foot. A good way to check your foot posture, you guys, is to, I'll turn sideways, go up on the ball of your foot really high. See how it's way up here, way up here. Use your muscles to lock them and keep that same position. That's how you know you're in a good ball of the foot position, just like that. We're going to do 10 front kicks on each side. This kick is meant to go straight in, not up, straight in front of you. Hands here, straight out with that leg. Ready? And 1, kick. Curl those toes way back so you don't jam your toes. 2, nice. 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Ready? And 1. Are you a lefty? You a righty? Which one feels better? 3. I'm a lefty. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one right here, 10. Beautiful job, beautiful job. Okay, so there, we did our instep, our stretch, our front kick. Let's do our turning kick. Some schools call it a roundhouse kick. We did this last time. So basically, the first kick you did where you came and flipped up this way, up here, same exact kick, but you're kicking this direction. In order to kick this direction, you must pivot. Everybody say pivot. Pivot. Now, if you don't pivot, you're going to look funny. Here's what a turning kick looks like incorrectly without pivoting. Bear with me. This even hurts thinking about it. Yeah, it doesn't look too good, okay? And it's bad for your hips and your back anyway. So the leg you are standing on has to pivot. What I mean by that is I'll get sideways so you can see. Pay attention to this leg right here. Hopefully you can see my foot, okay? What happens is this has to pivot. When I pick this leg up, this foot's going to pivot. Watch. You see how that foot down here turned? You need to do that in order to throw a turning kick. Otherwise, you look like this. Okay? Man, I got to stop doing that. Hurts my back. So, this leg is going to do that kick this way. You pivot on the leg you are standing on. Pivot, kick across. Without the pivot, it's not going to look right. Let's do 5 on each leg. Hands are up. All right, last time, by the way, we did it where we had a foot in front. We were already pivoted. We just stepped up and kicked. Now we're coming off the back leg, which is different than the last time. So my leg is going to do what my arm is doing. My arm comes like this. So does my leg. So that's our turning kick. 5, ready? Here we go. 1, pivot, kick. 2, and 3. Don't worry about what level. Just pivot. Find something comfortable for you. 2 more. 4. Let's go 1 more. 5. All right. Other side. Equal. Here we go. Hands up. This leg right here comes this way, just like my arm did, but with the foot. There's our turning kick. There's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Last one, 5. Kick. Beautiful. There's your turning kick. We're going to have fun with this one. Okay, let's go. Jumping front kick. Okay, now, how many of you have seen that in the movie? Karate Kid thing? Okay. So, basically, the kick we're going to do, some people who watch Karate Kid who don't know anything about martial arts call it the crane kick. It's not actually called the crane kick. It's a jumping front kick. That's what we call it. So, what happens, we're going to break this down in parts. You are going to stand on one leg, and you're going to hold your balance and pick your knee up just like this. Go ahead. I'll wait. Go ahead. How many of you are wobbling like this? Keep your muscles strong in that bottom leg and your core strong, just like this with the knee up. Why don't you go ahead and put that down? This is how we break it down for some of the beginners, okay? You're going to bring your knee up and hold. Good. And back down. This time, knee up, hold, hop. Knee up, hold, hop. Knee up, hold, hop. Yeah. Let's do that again. Ready? Knee up, hold, hop. Use your arms if you have to help lift yourself up. Use those quads. We were doing with the squats to make those stronger. Calf muscles. Oh, ready? Knee up, hold, hop. Okay, next part. Knee up, hold. As you hop, the leg you were standing on throws a kick, and then you land afterwards. Knee up, hop, kick with that leg that you were standing on. That is our jumping front kick, okay? So let's do a couple together. Hands are up. Ready? Knee up, hold. When I say go, you jump and kick with this leg. Ready, and go. Jump, kick. Yes, we're using the ball of the foot just like we did for our standing front kick. Standing front kick. So, here we go. Knee up. Ready, jump, kick. Nicely done. Feel free to try the other side if you like. Knee up. Ready? Jump hard and high. Ready? Go. Jump up. Kick. The higher you jump, the easier to kick it will be to get a higher level. Let's do 2 more. Ready? Knee up. Hold that balance. None of this. Hold that balance. Ready? And jump. Beautifully done. So there's your jumping front kick. We're going to show you another way to go ahead and do that jumping front kick. You guys ready? Okay, so instead of starting with your leg up in the air like this, I want you to repeat after me. Say, kicking leg in front. Kicking leg in front. Let's say I want to use my right leg, and I want to kick with that right leg, okay? So, it starts in front because my back leg is going to swing up really hard and get to the position that we were just at when we were standing on one leg. So, before it was here, hop, put it in back. This time, bring your knee up and hop. And you'll notice you can actually jump higher. Why? Because of momentum. Because you're having momentum. And you're pushing off with that back leg. The more I push with this leg, and the harder I drive it up to the sky, the higher I will be able to jump. Okay? So we'll put our hands up. Back leg, my kicking leg in front. Back leg's in a drive. Ready? Drive and kick with the other foot. Let's try it again. Knee up, drive, and kick with that other foot. Let's do another one. Hands up, knees in a drive hard. The harder you do, the higher you get to go. Ready, jump, and kick. Nicely done. Jumping front kick. There's your new kick for today. Okay, everybody? All right, so that's all we're going to do for the physical part. We do want to dive into what we call the 5 tenets of Taekwondo, and we spoke about them last class. So, I'm not sure if any of you can remember them, but here they are. I gave you guys an acronym, SPICI, S-P-I-C-I. S-P-I-C-I. Self-control, perseverance, integrity, courtesy, and indomitable spirit. Now, we need to talk a little bit about what each of these means. It's so important in your everyday lives. Self-control, well, can't just say controlling yourself. Controlling your emotions and your physical actions. Now, if you're watching right now, how many out there, have a sibling that might drive you nuts at times? Okay? I bet you if I asked them the same thing, they'd say the same thing too, right? And the idea is that sometimes you got to have immense self-control physically and mentally. It is good to have self-control at all times. Let's talk about perseverance. Perseverance, never give up. Never give up. Never, ever, ever give up. Now, how many of you out there watching have had to persevere through a sports game, if you're playing soccer or basketball or football and you're tired and there's no substitutes and you're going to keep on forging ahead? How many of you kids out there have had to persevere through getting your homework done even when you didn't want to do your homework, but you had to get it done? How many of you are shoveling the driveway in the never-ending winters that we have in Vermont and you're so tired, but you need to get it done? That's what perseverance is, and it's good to have that as well too. Integrity. Whew. This is my all-time favorite of all 5 of these, okay? Integrity. Listen carefully. Knowing right from wrong and doing the right thing even if nobody is watching. You will be tested a lot on your integrity in your lives, I promise, okay? So one of the examples I like to give is when I'm working with the school kids. Let's say you're walking through the hallway and a friend of yours is walking in front of you. As your friend reaches into their pocket to pull out a pen or something to write with, they drop some money on the floor, but you know it's theirs. They didn't see it. Do you pick that money up, put it in your pocket, or do you tell your friend, hey, you dropped your money, and they're going to be like, oh, thank you so much. That's integrity, even when no one was watching, okay? Doing the right thing all the time. Let's talk about courtesy. Oh, polite, gracious manner. If we're walking through the store and I hold the door open for you, you are going to say, thank you. Great courtesy. If we were face-to-face right now, you guys would all be listening, showing great courtesy and respect. So that is a good one to have at all times. And when somebody young has good courtesy, trust me, the adults really recognize that, and they recognize it fast. Let's talk about the final one, Indomitable Spirit. This is kind of like perseverance, the inability to be overcome in your mind and in your heart. So perseverance and indomitable spirit kind of go hand in hand a little bit. This one tends to be more physical. This one tends to be more internal and spiritual, okay? That's why it's called Indomitable Spirit. So these two go hand in hand really, really well. So there's your 5 tenets, S-P-I-C-I, SPICI. There's your acronym I want you guys to remember, okay? All right. And then we'll review this saying again. We spoke last time about how you say thank you in Korean. And the way you say thank you in Korean is 감사합니다. There's actually a few different ways. There's a formal way and a much more relaxed way. But the more popular way and a more formal way is 감사합니다, which is what we do in our Taekwondo class. So we'll break it down for you again. We have 감사합니다. 감사합니다. So try and say it really quickly. 감사합니다. And then thank you in Korean is 천만에요. So at the end of class, all the students, when we bow, say 감사합니다. And then I say 천만에요, meaning you're welcome. Okay? And when you say thank you to someone, how do you do it? Thanks. How do you answer your parents? Thanks. Oh, no. Tone matters. Thank you very much. Be sincere about that when you say thank you to someone. So when we say it in class, it's not like 감사합니다. Okay? It's 감사합니다. Yes, so be formal and be positive and be sincere when you guys do that, okay? All right, now, questions. What we want to do is, if you have questions, feel free to type them in the comments here, and I can see them. We'll spend a few minutes. This is the part where we want to give you a chance to ask questions, if you have any, okay? If you have a question, and you think of it, down the road, maybe tomorrow or over the weekend, that is when you can send me a direct message. Okay, you can send me an email, and I'll be happy to answer that question. Master Jordan, when we were doing the low block, where should my arm stop? When we're doing a punch, how should my wrist be? When we're doing a kick, where should my foot and my knee be? So these are things that you can do. Now, if you can't think of any right now and you don't want to type one, then you can just send me an email. So questions, send me an email, masterjordan@ybba.com. Okay, that one comes directly to me, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about the martial arts, about techniques that we're doing. We're going to be doing this for, 10 weeks total. So this is our second week. We got 8 more classes together. So I'm sure between now and then, you're going to come up with some kind of questions about something that we've done. All right. So if you do, masterjordan@ybba.com. Tara, we got a question for you. When is the next live video? Well, it depends. We do them every Wednesday and Thursday. Not sure which one you signed up or which one that you want to do. But we do them every Wednesday and every Thursday for the live session. So I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. But then you can access those videos as well over the weekend or any time after the fact. So that's when our next live video is going to be, okay? Any other additional questions? And we have a few people on right now, and it's okay if you don't want to ask a question right now. But that's what we're here for, and we hope that you're enjoying this. Being it's only a second week, what I would say is tell your friends, come on board, have some fun with this, and hopefully what we do is inspire you to maybe want to be a martial artist, maybe take some classes outside of this in an actual school setting, okay? And we can point you in the right direction for that, that's for sure. I know people all over the state of Vermont. I know where all the schools are. I know most of the instructors personally. I've been doing this for a long time. So send me a message, we'll point you in the right direction. If there's no other questions, then we will log off for today. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your efforts. As we progress through, we'll start doing some faster things and some more complicated things. But for now, we're just trying to give you a good, solid foundation, and hang in there with us, and it'll get fast and furious, I promise. All right, guys? So thank you very much. Let's go ahead. We're going to do our formal bowing out. Even though I can't see you, I know you're doing it. Okay, so our left leg comes in, chariot. Hands are down to the side. Remember, never this. Never do that. It's actually kind of disrespectful at our school. Chariot. Bow, the word for that was kyungne, kyungne. And when you bow to the instructor, that's when you would say kamsahamnida. All right, in our chombi position. So until next class, you guys stretch, practice, review the video, and then we'll go ahead and we'll see you next time. Thank you so very, very much to Rise Vermont for allowing me to join all of you here today. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you real soon. Bye now.